Brake cleaner. Highly flammable.
Okay guys, we're back to work on the Bronk Star. Me and Dinner, because Dinner's slinging the camera.
Hey guys.
We're on our way to the old lot, because the truck that I have is over there on the tow truck. Take it to Spring City to get the axles, make the trade so I can get the axles for the Bronk Star. So we'll show you the truck once we get to the tow truck. Okay, I told you I'd show you the truck that I'm trading for the set of axles. There she is. The reason I'm doing it is because as of right now, it does not run and drive. I don't know why, I haven't cared to find out why, because it's that garbage V10. It's missing the seat, steering column, it's missing all that stuff. It was missing when I got it. I got it gave to me for free, so I wasn't gonna put no money into it. I wanna trade it for something that I actually need.
Let's get on the road.
Okay, I had to start the tow truck to let it warm up because it's a diesel and hasn't been started all weekend. It's been kind of cold, but we got it started, warmed up, and now we're on our way. We're here where I'm to my buddy's property. We're gonna get the truck unstrapped, unloaded, and then I'll show you the truck and the axle, or the other truck that I'm pulling the axles out of. Now it's unloaded, so we'll pull over and get the truck resituated and show you guys that truck and start cutting the axles out. It's taking a little longer than I wanted because I forgot that I started dropping the tranny out of this because it's a 6-speed manual and that's mine. It's one of my power stroke. So I had to ratchet strap it up in place so I'm not ripping stuff and breaking stuff.
But this is the truck. I think it was a little frozen.
Oh, a wee bit.
Just a wee bit.
It probably would have been a little bit easier just to run right across the street to my dad's house and grab the tractor. Why would we want to do it the easy way? Now we finally got it all turned around and situated. Now I can get after it.
Tool of choice.
So we ran into a little bit of a issue. The cutting wheels that Robby buys won't fit his new grinder where the neck's designed. Sits recessed in with the body. So I had to run across the street to my dad's house and get his Milwaukee so we can actually get this done. It's not even touching it. There we go. There's one side. I got one shock cut, got one other shock to do, and then I'll start working on the U-bolts and the e-brake cable. Got the other shock done, so now here we go for the e-brake. Now I just gotta cut the U-bolts and the axle's done. Forgot one thing, brake line. Brake line's done, so now we got U-bolts. Maybe I should lower it down where the axles rest on the ground so it's not dangling.
Yeah, a little bit.
Here we go. Scary ya. Maybe I need to lower it a little bit more so that way when I cut the other one it doesn't try shooting the axle forward because it's on an angle. That's better. Now I just got one more side to cut on the shoe bolt and this side's done. Okay, so I'll get the other side done and then we'll show you guys when the axle's getting ready to come out. The axle's ready to come out.
One rear axle.
Expertly removed. Okay, so now I'm gonna work on getting the front uncut. This side's done, just gotta do the other side now. That axle's out now. We're gonna have to just roll it off underneath this. We'll set the truck down and get the axle loaded up and head back to the shop. So now I'm gonna get resituated, get the axle loaded up, strap down, and be on our way. Got the axle loaded, tied down, and now we're back on the road to the shop.
It's like Christmas for the Bronk Star. Barnes 4-wheel drive came through with all the suspension. We're gonna get this all unboxed, see what showed up today. I don't think it's everything, but I think it's a lot of things. It's like Christmas before Thanksgiving. Oh, it's a diff cover. We got so much cool stuff from Barnes 4-wheel drive. If any of you need cool stuff for your off-road rigs, make sure you head over to barnes4wheeldrive.com. Get you all of it. All of it. I'm excited because we're gonna get all this 4-link stuff ready. We're gonna be frame stiffening the Bronk Star and a bunch of other stuff, and then we're putting this all in there.
Once we're done with all this, take one of those and build a shifter for the Bronk Star. Take the big one.
He wants to build a shifter out of this wrench, out of a 1 7/8 wrench.
One of the most common used ones that would be used, so I can pop the shifter off, tighten up the bolt or whatever, and pop it back on.
I think that would be cooler.
If you need to tighten something on the Bronk Star, like suspension wise.
So we're gonna go get the axles, get them all pressure washed, and get working on those while I'm working on the frame stiffeners. So let's get to work.
They're so ugly right now.
So Hillbilly got the axles in here. These are out of a 99 Ford F-250. So you got a Dana 60 front and a Sterling rear, whatever. Big axles. These are gonna be perfect for that Bronk Star right there. What the goal is he's gonna get it all stripped down. We're gonna get the trusses on it, get those all welded up solid. Oh, we could actually add the steering. Yeah, we can add the steering links, put the truss on, and then we're gonna work on the frame and get it all stiffened up, and then we'll do 4-link. But we've got a lot of stuff to do, so we're gonna start with the basics. Once we get it torn down, we're gonna get it up on our lift table so that we can work on it so we're not on our knees.
They won't be quite perfect for the Bronco yet.
Why?
Because I don't see that motor turning 37s with the 373s that this has.
Well, yeah, no, this is gonna need like some 530s, 532s, 538s,
Or 511s minimum.
511s, something. We're gonna need some 500 something gears. We're gonna have to find a company.
Why not 800 somethings?
You know what, 800 somethings to get that little 2.9 to turn these. But it's a start. So the goal is to at least get it all installed. Man, these are gonna be so sweet. We got wheels and tires coming for it. It'll be even better once those get here. We're just gonna work. That's all there is to it. All right, so Hillbilly got this thing torched and I got the persuader. We're gonna persuade it off. I don't think he cut it. He definitely did not cut through that.
You want to cut my tubing?
Yeah. Oh. All right, so Hillbilly may not take proper protection equipment serious, but I do. Okay? You gotta be serious when you're working on stuff like this. You can't have any injuries. You gotta wear eye protection, magnifying glasses, you know, everything.
What about your arms?
I got my Invisishields on. So I got this half strip to take a break. Then we're gonna get everything else cut off and finished. Oh no! Always wear eye protection when you're doing stuff like this. Okay, he's hurt my head.
What are you doing?
Cleaning all the old dirt, rust, grease, oil off of it
So that we can put new grease and new dirt and new oil on it.
after we weld everything on.
Oh, look at that.
Perfect.
We've just about got this truss all fit up. So we just have to do a few modifications, just minor stuff, just for a little bit of better fitment. We're gonna shave off a little bit, get it in place, and then we're gonna tack it so that tomorrow we can just pound this thing full of weld and hopefully get these trusses finished. So now we're gonna see if this bad boy will even fit, even though I know it will. All right, so I'm gonna notch this so we can get it down just a little bit. I'm gonna take a big doozy out of her. That right there. Something like that. Seems good to me. All right, so now, you got something to say, Dinner? You got a problem with my galoshes?
What's the good, the dog, or Doc? Hey, Doc!
Great Scott, Dinner.
He looks funny.
All right, that worked perfect, just in case you're curious.
Is that to get your precise measurements?
Yeah, see, when you really want to dial it in. Oh, they actually work. These are real. Let's see if I can see you. Oh my gosh, I can see the lens. Can you see my eyeball?
No.
They actually work. That is super impressive. All right, now that I know that these are the real deal, I'm gonna use them more often. Let's see if this is gonna work. There we go. Now she's gonna pull down in like we need it. All right, so this is super, super important. Tight is always better. Get a good, tight fit, everything will weld better. That is perfect. The reason I wanted to do that is so that I could burn this in a little bit. I'm just gonna get this all tacked in. We'll pull the top off in the morning, weld everything up. It'll be expertly done. All right, so what I just did is cast steel. So I just preheated it so that when I weld it, it'll penetrate into it, and then you take a hammer and you tap on it to relieve pressure to try to minimize cracking. You're not supposed to weld this cast steel, so we just do the best we can. It might still crack, but that's why we have it connected everywhere else. So I don't think we're gonna have any issues. All right, so we've got it all tacked up. I'm gonna leave the upper truss all clamped. Oh my gosh, my head is naked. Don't look. Sorry, had to put some clothes back on. So we're gonna leave the top of the truss all clamped up so that it can cool down evenly tonight. And then tomorrow morning, we'll pull it off, weld it all in, we'll get that top back on, and we're gonna get this thing done. But it is tomorrow. So after 3.5 hours, we got the inside of this truss and the outside all welded. Now what we need to do is cap it. So we've got the top of the truss we're gonna put back on, we're gonna get it all clamped, and then we're probably gonna move this to a table so that we can try to flip it and maneuver it to where we can actually weld it in a decent position. We'll get it tacked to where we can move it without damaging it. So with cast steel, you have to preheat it and you've gotta tink it with a hammer to relieve stress. Otherwise, the weld's gonna crack and it's gonna be brittle, and it's just how I've always known to do it.
Before we put it on the table, I think we should do the steering so the tires ain't doing flopping all different directions.
Hillbilly brings up a very valid point. We'll get this installed and then we'll figure out our steering. We'll put the tie rod, whatever you wanna call it, then we'll move it to a table. That's that. So this doesn't wanna fit, so I'm gonna persuade it. This is gonna beef up this front end. Not that it needs it, but it's gonna get it. All right, so I've got it all tacked. All the top spots are welded. We're gonna wire wheel and heat up the knuckles, or the end plates where the knuckles mount to. Then we're gonna weld those. Then we're gonna go to lunch. All right, so we got back from lunch. Now we're gonna get the steering hooked up.
85 1/4, or 58 1/4.
Which one is it? Smoking. Teamwork makes the dream work. Oh, don't do that.
Just gotta get things straight.
Measure 25 times. Weld once.
I thought it was cut once.
Yeah, it's already cut.
65 3/4. 65 and 9 stinks.
9 stinks.
Yeah, you know, 9 stinks, 5 stinks, 11 stinks.
Hillbilly,
Yeah.
where are my gloves? Perfect. Where's my mask? Where's my helmet? Perfect. Where's the welder? Hey. That was really rough getting dressed for that weld. Should we double check or should we just trust it? What the heck, did that just spin? Does this have locking hubs?
Yeah, that's what I like about
Oh,
it.
no way. It does, it has locking hubs on it.
That's what I like about it.
Well, if he feels confident, we have some adjustment. So, Hillbilly feels confident about the steering, so I'm gonna hurry and weld this in.
I hope you're really good at the grinder, if not.
Nice. All wielded. We're gonna let this sucker cool down because it's really, really hot. For the next couple of hours, I'm gonna weld the top plate on.
Putting the rear differential cover back on, so when I start cutting and grind, when I cut these perches off and grind the slag off, it's not get full of metal shavings.
I know the worst thing ever. You're going along, just burning in some sweet welds, and you run out of wire. So, let's run to Napa. Let's go get some. Luckily, Napa is only like 6 blocks from the shop. Little baby drive over there. We'll stop, grab some welding wire, and then I'm a little parched, so we're probably gonna have to go get a drink. They didn't have a big roll, so I settled for the baby roll. That'll do for today. I opted for water. I'm a little dehydrated from all that welding, so the Diet Dr. Pepper is for the boss today. I'm sticking to the H2O. All right, back to work we go. All right, after an hour and a half delay for welding wire, we got it fixed up. Yay. Got the other side all welded up. Now I gotta weld this side, but Hillbilly decided to get oil in there. So I'm gonna have to somehow unoil it so I don't start this sucker on fire.
Not me.
Who's not me?
Not me.
What's that?
Brake cleaner. Highly flammable. All right, front axle is all truss. Everything's welded. Perfect. Nothing blew up. So I'm a little sad about it, but I'm kind of glad because I didn't really want to use my fire sensor system. Now, gotta get the rear truss welded. Hillbilly!
Go.
Got good news.
What?
I got it welded. Are you happy? Ah, it's hot. Very hot. Oh, it's hot. Now that the front axle is all trussed, I'm gonna do this one a lot easier. I'm just gonna snap my finger and it's gonna be done. It worked! Look at that! It's all welded. Hillbilly, all I had to do was snap my finger. This bad girl's all welded up. Time to move on. Look who showed up. The little Linkster's here. So we've got the axles done. Now we're gonna go check out what we need to do next on the old Bronk Star. Look at the Bronco. Look at the Bronk Star.
I have a surprise for you. Dada, this is a surprise for you.
Oh my gosh, what are these? Whose are they?
Yours?
Will you give that one to Hillbilly?
Saying this is for dinner.
Should we put them on?
This is for mommy, but do you want to wear it?
Yay! That fits you perfectly.
That's a cute dress, huh?
Look at how good we look.
Put your hoodie on dinner.
Okay. If you guys want to get one of these awesome new hoodies that we have in stock on our website, head over to robbylayton.com and get you one. These things are awesome. I think we look good in them. Head over to robbylayton.com and get you an awesome hoodie while supplies last. Hillbilly's got this all ground from front to back because we're gonna be building frame stiffeners for the Bronk Star. We've got a kit that goes to a Cherokee from Barnes 4-wheel drive, but we're gonna modify it a little bit, cut out what we need. Check this out. It's a dang good thing we're putting frame stiffeners because this was almost rusted through. Hillbilly spent a couple hours, cut this whole thing ground. This side was oiled its whole life, so it didn't have as much rust, but it still has a little pocket of rust right here where the spring pockets were at before we cut them off. So we're gonna be stiffening all this and all of that. We're gonna be going all the way to the very back of this side. So we got a lot of work to do, but the Bronk Star is coming along so nice. You know what I can't wait for?
It to be done.
To be done so we can go and enjoy it.
Do you think he'll make it up hanging tree?
Duh.
I almost made it the whole way stock.
You didn't
He almost
make it to the head.
Yeah, he didn't even make it to the trailhead stock. Head over and check out that video of him in the Bronk Star the first time setting its baseline. It was pretty funny. As always, we appreciate you. If you enjoyed this video, go check out this one. Just don't move my hands.